we have team coverage on the pandemic and the response. News 4's John Chandler is live at Mount Sinai Hospital and starts us off tonight. John?
Well, and Gus, standing here outside of Mount Sinai and along Central Park, we are heeding the city's advice that we cover our faces when out in public, not necessarily with a mask, but at least with a cloth. Now, you see the triage tent set up behind me awaiting new patients here in this battle against COVID-19. And if Friday marked New York's most fatal 24 hours in this fight, in this pandemic, well, today, by the state's count, the death toll rose another 40% from last night's numbers. The message: we are just getting to the worst of this. The number of lives lost to the coronavirus climbs in New York, leaving healthcare workers to feel helpless.
Tens of patients who have been hypoxic. A few have been intubated. Earlier we had a patient who had cardiac arrest. It's insane.
New York officials calling it the worst day yet, while fearing the apex is still to come.
The worst is actually ahead, and I don't like telling you that, but it's true.
But signs of hope. Mayor de Blasio's wartime-like emergency call for volunteer healthcare workers rallies thousands, and ventilators are on their way. 140 from Oregon and another 1,000 from China.
This is a big deal, and it's going to make a significant difference for us.
Governor Cuomo signing an executive order to allow medical students slated to graduate to begin practicing. As a Navy helicopter delivers personnel to the USNS Comfort, President Trump says 1,000 more military members are on their way to New York, acknowledging the difficult weeks ahead.
This will be probably the toughest week between this week and next week, and there'll be a lot of death, unfortunately.
It's a reality the city's hospitals brace for.
These are the things that we deal with that are really hard to deal with. I mean, we deal with death more frequently than we'd like to admit. But these are hard.
Now, as city officials and state officials say they have not believed we have yet reached the apex here, they are urging all of you to stay inside when and where possible. And if you are going outside in the public, again, the city's advice is that you cover your face at the very least with a bandana or with a scarf. We are live outside Central Park. I'm John Chandler, News 4 New York.